Oh god. Alright guys, we're gonna be running a little bit behind as I believe DTS is not ready. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes to get this hype show on the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, Army Overlord here, going to sort out a situation going on with a DTS. Seems like they're in a situation where it appears they may not have any bans at all to spare. Looks to be a situation where not only they have violated a few delays, but it appears they will need to take some emergency subbing as well. So we may see a zero ban situation going on for DTS. We will find out immediately upon circumstances coming our way. So until then, music will be off for a brief period of time, and the timer will reach 0. Let's hope we can get this game going ASAP.
fuck.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Game 1 of the NN vs TssT game. We have 9th place DTS going against the number 2 team in the league, Naughty Nibs. I am your most loved caster, Rengar, and joining me today is my doppelganger, Peach Goblin. We will be hopping right into the picks and bans, with TssT losing all their bans today. This was already a hard matchup for them, and it's only going to get harder. Sitting here as we wait out the timer for the first ban to be missed.
I guess I gotta have to chime in for a little second here. Looks like Gobble is doing something. I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, we got ourselves a recent addition here. Looks to be Peach being added to the sub heap. Thank you very much, by the way, Peachy Kate. Very nice of you to help with the cause. Very nice indeed. Can't wait. Can't believe it. We got ourselves, I think, 20 people in the trash heap now. That's awesome.
Can't wait to see what Dota will do next for the subs.
Oh, I know, right? It's gonna be awesome for sure. So
the first ban.
Yep,
go ahead. The first ban is Nasus.
Yeah, the second will not have a ban phase, obviously, because of DTS's circumstances with their 4 late violations as well as their E-sub will make it so they lose every ban, and that would basically that will make it so they cannot ban a single person. As this continues with GVG, we'll be getting rid of both Nasus and Zac. They're trying to just chip away at champions they're not in the mood to play at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if that is just their pure intention.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they're going to ban out any comfort picks, because the side of DTS definitely have a lot of them. They don't really play a lot of meta stuff, and I know Lucius Best loves his Warwick top lane, so I'm interested to see if they don't ban it, if he pulls it out. And I'm also interested to see if NN ban out the Volley Bear from the fluff.
Yeah, and I'm still sitting at the option whether they will do that. They're going to go ahead and get rid of Thresh, just in case Wireless Brain is going to go against that Barbie. Not a fan of Thresh whatsoever. Hates it, in fact. So, I believe she forces her boyfriend to play jungler, just so that way he can never play Thresh again. Poor Exdon. I'm sure
unlucky.
I'm sure he misses that champion.
Not going to be the Warwick either. It's going to go ahead and be the Trundle in the top lane for Lucius Best. It could be jungle, but most likely it will be played in the top lane.
Yep, and surprise, surprise here, GVG sitting at the option usually takes Trundle as an anti-tank option, but now he's kind of walking into said tank option. Trundle is usually a decent anti-tank that he likes to take. Yeah. So going Gnar, going anything else will end up playing against him. Speaking of against him, plays the Sejuani. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that is Green Boy Zoo, a.k.a. now known as Naughty Green. He is
very comfortable with the Sejuani.
I know.
Yes, and both getting comfort picks here. The Sejuani for the jungler and the Taric for Barbie. Unfortunately, they were not able to deny either because of the miscommunications that happened in the lobby. But they'll pick up the Gragas to counter it, which we've seen before, and it hasn't really worked. I've yet to see a Gragas in the league really pop off or do what it's supposed to. They nerfed not only Center Hog, so I'm interested to see if they'll go... what is it called? The blue one? Luden's? Not Luden's Echo, but it's like Luden's Echo. for AP Gragas, but I'm not really expecting it.
So, by the way, I just got the recent news that Gobble Gobble has dropped a huge bomb. Ladies and gentlemen, $100 he has dropped, circumferencing the $40 that Bishop had dropped on the Gathering of Warriors. $100. He says, "Hey Dota, this is my bribe. Ban yourself so I can reach my final Peach gobbling form. The Illuminati, dark mode, the Illuminati can't." The Illuminati have confirmed it, and now I am the ruler of the world. Bow down and before me, and I will love you gently, as I'm God. What a statement to drop after $100 he gave to this program. My goodness. Oh my gosh. $100. Oh, can't believe he did that. Oh my gosh. Speaking of this, I also heard a report that Gobble has been disconnected from Discord. Very unfortunate error. By the way, Thurby, hey man, nice to see you. I hope you are able to subscribe to us, by the way. It'd be much appreciated. Anyway, I've talked enough for this. I think, let's be honest, Rengar, I think you can take the floor a little bit here.
Yeah, DC Gar striking again, so you're having a 1v9 on the caster's desk, but doing a great job, but we'll take it over here. Well, do you think that Brand is going to be put in the support role or in the mid lane role?
That option certainly is going to make it a little difficult for Omen to read. He has to make the guess if he chooses to do so, because I don't think they'll take the top laner. Oh, wait a second. GVG pulling out a classic, looking at the Darius choice. He's going to confirm it.
Yep.
First time.
And Nighty Nips already secured their spot in the playoffs pretty much, so now they're able to just pull out hypey picks.
Here.
Oh, Gobble, there he is.
I had to restart Discord. Everything's okay.
Yay, fantastic. Well, that'll be my segment, all set and done. By the way, I reread your donation publicly.
I know.
Just in case anyone didn't read it. Okay,
I heard that.
Cool.
I saw that. I told you, be ready for a hypey one.
Man, that was next level. I don't even know what Bishop's gonna do. He's been bested. I don't know what his next what is his next plan. We will never know. Sorry guys, I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle. You two have the floor.
Thank you. Looks like it will be the Lulu picked up for Wireless Brain. It won't be the brand support. Pythos will pick it up in the mid lane. Meanwhile, the mid lane yet to be picked on the side of Naughty Nips. They could pick Rise, which is arguably the best mid laner.
What do you donate? Hey, I can't. I can't.
No way. What?
All right. Hey, be fair to be fair. Hey.
Dude, Rich Boy Bishop. Holy cow. Alright, well now he has no reason. Dota has to eat the money in front of hookers now. Like, he has no other option.
Alright, I gotta one-up him now.
Oh boy, we got us a donation war. But back to the game. We have the Rise picked up for Omen.
Oh my goodness, by the way, I was muted that whole way. Just wanted to repeat myself super fast. 101 donation by Bishop. What's a god to a non-believer? So that was the donation, by the way. Holy moly, $201 so far. That is some crazy numbers. Oh my gosh. Alright, well that's it. I'll go ahead and get back behind the camera. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Army. Keeping us up to date with the donations. Definitely a hyphy night tonight. Probably won't be the last of them. But back to the game, we do have Rise that was left open. Unfortunately, again, due to DTS not being able to have any more bans, it is arguably the best mid laner on the current patch. With the items that he can build, he's pretty much untouchable, on top of doing an insane amount of damage. He did get the counter pick mid lane to the Brand, so he did know it was going to be support as he was last pick. Feeling very confident, and even if it was a bad matchup for him, I'd imagine he'd still pick Rise just because he's comfortable on the champion. Naughty Green getting up to Sejuani. Unfortunately, I'm really shocked that they didn't first pick it on the side of DTS. I don't know why they would first pick the Trundle. It's a good pick, but not the greatest. I would have liked to see the Sejuani picked up or the Rise, but that's not what they decided to opt for. They instead picked the counter matchup with the Lulu because they saw that Barbie had picked up the Taric. Interesting to see the summoner spells. 2 heals on the side of NN. 1 TP for each team. The classic smite, exhaust on both supports, and the only difference being Bythos picking up the barrier with Omen on the heal. What are you thinking, Gobble?
I'm thinking that right now it's going to be a hypey game.
Okay.
With the Darius pick coming in, really, I think it's a decent pick in the Trundle, even though Trundle does reduce his damage a little bit with that Q. But I still think that if Darius is able to get those bleed procs, and if he goes phase rush, a lot of people do, allows you to stay a lot harder onto the target that you're trying to kill. You get that movement speed, you get the slow resistance, you're able to try and stick onto the backline. If Darius can get into the backline, get on Brand, get on Varus, it should be a pretty just smash team fight if Darius is able to get those 5 stacks, get Brand or Varus just one shot. And then they're down one huge amount of damage if Brand is killed. Brand can wipe the floor with Taric, Sej, and Darius. If
he does get a good ulti in the team fights, that can definitely be strong late game. But like you said, if he gets picked out, which he is relatively squishy, it could be really bad. Multiple pick out options on the side of NN with the E for the Darius, the Q, W, or ult by the Sejuani, the W by the Rise, and Taric having the stun on his kit as well. But I'm kind of interested in the fact that GVG had the counter pick and still chose Darius. We know that he had told people in the past that since they are pretty much guaranteed playoffs anyway, that he will be pulling out some high-tier picks. Darius isn't in a bad spot right now, especially after the recent buffs. He may not be the greatest, but he's definitely a fun pick to watch. And I'm interested to see if Naughty Greens will actually camp top lane instead of giving Omen the mid lane treatment, just so that way GVG can pop off a little bit.
Yeah, I think if GVG wants to pop off, he's going to need Naughty Green to camp him. He's going to need Omen to roam top lane, try and get that Darius hype train rolling. And if he has the Dunkmaster skin, that's even more hype.
That's true.
And if the Darius train gets rolling, this game's going to be over really quickly unless they're able to just quickly kill the Darius, move a Bruiser, should, I hope, be taking phase rush, but instead he goes for the Grasp, a little more sustain in lane, but I would still trade phase rush for a little bit of sustain. It allows you to stay on Varus and Brand a lot better than Grasp.
Yeah. Maybe just looking for the survivability since they do have a Lulu. If he does run in there, then it could be bad. But with Sejuani face tanking, I wouldn't think the Lulu would be an issue for you to take Grasp, unless he's just worried about the 1v1 lane. Depends on what he was looking for. If he was looking for the 1v1 potential with the Grasp, or if he was looking for the late game team fights and the phase rush. I still think phase rush would have been a little bit better to watch a giant man swinging an axe running 10,000 miles an hour at an opponent. But he did choose the Grasp, so we'll see how he does in lane. And if Naughty Greens does give him the good old barcode special. Loading up, getting ready to see if any of these players grab any special items, or if any of them forget to buy items. One thing I noticed is the Gragas actually picked up 3 pots rather than the refillable potion. Not anything out of the ordinary besides that. Not very common in the jungle. Looks like each team is just gonna 5-point. Well, maybe not 5-point on the side of DTS, but stick 2 bottom just in case they 5-man that bottom brush, which isn't too common, but you do see it happen from time to time. And then not known for invading, so not really too much to be worried about on the side of DTS. So we await.
And DTS is doing the standard battle line. You always want to put your jungler mid lane, so that way it's harder for the enemy team. If they do catch the jungler trying to invade bot side, they know that they can then push in top side, get that early invade off. And if the jungler does not go top side, knowing this, they would get the free buff. Naughty Nips would be able to take the 3 buff, have Sejuani be out leveling the Gragas insanely hard early game.
Yeah.
With the smart battle lines by DTS, it thwarts any invade or any knowledge of knowing where the jungler starts.
I'm interested to see if the Gragas, as he is starting bot side, is looking to just counter the camp top lane that they should be expecting, or if he's going to be playing around the bot side and he's just not thinking the smartest with this clear. Looks like Sejuani might go for the buff Raptors, or I guess Wolves, then buff Invade. Gragas does get pretty low on his first clear, and if Sejuani plays it right, she's usually pretty healthy to either gank or invade. I might look for the invade here just to throw the Gragas off and snowball the already good lead that she should have. Meanwhile, bot lane trading. Gragas about the same speed with his clear as the Sejuani. Both gonna get their respective buffs. Meanwhile, GVG hit 2. He hit 2 as well, though. Potential all-in was canceled. Chocho and Wireless Brain do hit 2 first. Might look to shove that. Doesn't look like it, though. I'm shocked they didn't all-in at that level, too. Looks like Wireless will just hit a little bit of poke. Sejuani is looking for the top gank. Gragas going back to clear instead.
I'm surprised Barbie hasn't decided to take her Q, get some healing off on the Ezreal, proc that Q, get the passive procs going, get her Q back off a cooldown. Here comes the gank top lane. Sejuani missing the W, but
he missed the
Q. E and Q. Forcing the Trundle to get taken very low, but Trundle sustains pretty strong with his passive. I think it's 2% of a minion's max health he heals every single time he dies. So he's got really strong innate sustain, so he should be able to just slowly get back to full health.
Yeah, that could have been a different story if he had landed his Q. Darius almost had the 5th stack. Could have been first blood. Unfortunate. Gragas is clearing very strange. He went from red buff Raptors to Gromp to Wolves to blue buff, and now he's looking to gank a lane that already has vision. Very strange indeed. Meanwhile, Barcode! I mean, not Barcode, Omen! Trading with Bythos in the mid lane. Bythos gets the advantage. Omen showing a little bit of disrespect. Might have to watch out for the Gragas E flash.
And
He's
right
just
now,
gonna
I believe Omen's should be trying to get that early tier so he can start, I believe, going into the Rod of Ages. He could go Hextech GLP, even though he got that changed to where it's now a starter item. Although it did receive some buffs this patch. But Archangels is still the strongest of the starting AP items. Because every single mid laner now, even when it wasn't really viable, it is now viable. And Darius and Trundle are just trading blows. Darius winning that trade because Trundle was already low. Darius just getting that pretty strong heal off of his Q.
Yeah, and I think he'll keep winning those trades as well if he keeps just combo-womboing and then running out. Lucius needs to watch out for that and make sure that he doesn't get baited in. Down a level mid lane, though. Oh, he misses his abilities, though. Omen may look for the kill here. Meanwhile, bot lane trading!
And they walk away. Taken very low. The Varus damage early game with the sustain from Fleet Footwork is right now just beating the Ezreal, even though Ezreal does have Kleptomancy and has a slight CS lead. That CS lead is not going to mean anything as this wave starts pushing in towards DTS's bot turret.
Yeah, I haven't seen Bloodshot play too much of Ezreal either. He had his pick of, I think, Jinx in both games last series, and he had his pick this game too, but didn't decide to go for it, so I'm interested to see what he has planned on that Ezreal, because I feel like there's a lot of better ADCs right now. Not a bad champion by any means, but definitely not what he's used to playing. Gragas and Sejuani both looking to clear bot side. Vision, and maybe gank that lane. Taric needs to watch out for the Gragas. And they're fine.
Smart Ward and DTS is not able to take it out, so right now, Naughty Nips knows exactly where the enemy jungler could be, and Omen and Bythos both flash. I think they flash both at the exact same time.
Yeah, the flash saved his life there. Barcode trying to flash and get that stun on his W. Meanwhile, he flashed out as soon as he saw Barcode. Unfortunate for, or I don't know why I keep calling him Barcode. Omen. Meanwhile, Omen uses his flash and his TP.
Are they almost the same person? Emoji?
Maybe, you never know. Well, looks like everybody's just gonna reset. Gragas is gonna head to his bot side. Meanwhile, Sejuani's waiting for a blue to be up, and Gragas is waiting for his red to be up. GVG In the top lane, hitting those minions. Got a 10 CS lead on the Trundle. 1 CS lead in the jungle. Almost a 20 CS lead in the mid lane. Which is kind of funny because Omen was actually a full level down a minute ago. Varus slightly out CSing the Ezreal, and Taric out CSing the Lulu. Sejuani clearing vision of the Drake. Very important and a very contested Drake. It is the Infernal, so I'm interested to see when both teams are going to look to fight for that one. Very exciting Drake to get in a series like this. Glad it's not another win Drake.
And I do believe Ezreal is going for the whole sustain build bot lane. You get the biscuits, you get the time warp tonic, and you just infinitely sustain.
Interesting. Ooh, he may look to all in here if he gets another Q off.
Right now, GVG could go for the Q flash into the dung, but I think he's just going to play it safe knowing the Trundle can't fight him at all right now. And they both just have Doran shields.
Yeah.
With Darius and Trundle both sitting on about 2,000 gold, if Darius were to back right now, he could get those Ninja Tabis and the Phage, almost get the Phage in about 35 gold. Have a pretty strong laning phase going from that, getting that passive movement speed, allowing him to stick into fights with Trundle where Trundle tries to disengage.
Yeah, more just scared because of his passive as well as he still has Flash. Doesn't want to get outplayed in the top lane, showing a little bit of more respect than he probably should. Unlucky.
And
First blood goes to Lucius Best. The fluff of the
GVG there, not having the river warded, just goes to show that wards do matter, whether you like it or not. And he also did overstay there pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm shocked that he didn't go for vision there, and Sejuani didn't look like she was going to go run up there and get vision either, so the fact that he was that push up was a little bit questionable. We haven't seen GVG perform too well in the league yet on high-fee champions, such as like Fiora or Darius, but looking to change that this game, but not off to the greatest start. Doesn't end up finishing his Ninja Tab eye either. Nothing gank mid lane though, by the fluff.
Naughty Green comes in, lands the Q flash, but he's level 4 to Gragas is level 6. But Omen does get the kill, and he's going to be looking to kite out this Gragas.
No way.
Both junglers doing a lot of damage.
That's sad. Unlucky.
The fluff gets out with just a little bit of health. Very well-timed counter gank there by Naughty Green, even though he is a full level down. Coming in and saving Omen and getting Omen a kill to start the Rise Snowball train.
Yeah. Bythos just started running away, afraid of the Sejuani. I feel if he would have actually run up and helped Gragas kill Barcode, or not Barcode, Omen, that it would have been a different story. I think they actually could have gotten not just Omen, but both of them potentially. But instead chose to run away from the Sejuani and ended up getting him killed, as well as almost Gragas.
Bloodshot is landing those Qs onto Wireless Brain 218. Getting the Klepto procs, and he did just cash in 80 gold off of his little pocket full of gold. So I don't know the exact name of that bag. I always just cash it in without looking at it. But Darius losing the trade right now to the Trundle, who has Sheen and Tiamat. But right now, Darius does have his 5 bleed stacks, but he's not able to land his healing on his Q, and it looks like GVG will be going down here if Lucius Best decides to flash, but he does not.
Ooh, smart. Sejuani was up there too, ready to save GVG if it came to it. Lucius not actually having vision of that, maybe just good awareness, good game sense.
I think he was just wanting to save his flash in case Naughty Green did decide to come in when his flash is down if he had tried to flash under tower and kill GVG. Yeah. So very smart play there by Lucius Best. Stepping up to the hype match that is DTS, and the Varus ultimate lands, but the Tark's ultimate comes down. Ezreal misses the Mystic Shot on the low health Lulu, and the Lulu burns exhaust.
Oh, he is the minion.
Body slamming the minion. You're not skinny enough to weave through those, big boy.
Unlucky. Who would win? 1,000 tiny minions or one thick boy?
One thick boy, of course.
Yeah, unfortunately they do know he's bot side.
Yeah,
Naughty Green deciding to counter gank. Does have ulti, lands it.
Does land the ultimate onto the Varus, but the protection there is strong, and Barbie is looking very low. But Naughty Green's still
passive is broken
healthy.
on Naughty Greens. They can turn this. Woo!
GVG winning the 1v1 in top lane while this fight's going down bot lane.
Omen's bot lane though,
And
right
Omen
now.
bot lane looking to try and kill the Lulu, but he does not, burning his ghost, and he does
Bythos.
not, and he's looking to kill Bythos here, knowing Bythos does not have his Pillar of Fire. And Barbie and Bloodshot both insanely low, playing it really risky here as Bloodshot does not have his heal, but he does have Flash.
Very scrappy fight. It's not looking like an end game at all. Look very disoriented, like trying to catch up. Naughty Green is trying to catch up on every play that the Fluff makes, was being out farmed, is still being out farmed, and keeps trying to save the losing lanes that were losing, and now is trying to salvage what they could of that game. Unfortunately, it does go in favor of NN solely for the purpose of the 1v1 in the top lane. GVG getting the solo kill on Lucius.
And right now, Omen has a little less than 50 CS lead right now over Bythos. The Ryze farming just coming in, even though the nerf, his E spread damage was a little bit nerfed, but the base damage, I believe, did get increased this patch, and he's just able to instantly clear waves with that base damage coming in.
Yeah.
The
And it
base
looks
damage
like,
of his E and his Q just wave clearing for days.
Yep. Looks like Gragas is going to be going the AP Gragas build, not Cinderhulk Gragas. Which I think is probably the right call. Cinderhulk getting nerfed again this patch. I'm interested to see, there's a way that you can bypass the 3,000 health issue with building Warmog second on Sejuani. Because they nerfed, I can't remember what they nerfed, but now you don't get 3,000 HP just off those two items, off Cinderhulk and Warmogs. So if you buy 2 Ruby Sightstone, or 2 Ruby Hearts, or whatever they're called, little Ruby thingies, you can actually get the 3,000 HP. And although it may look a little stupid, it actually gets you the Warmog's passive. So I'm interested to see if he realizes that and if he's noticed that, or if he's just going to go on thinking that it's still the same.
And right now, Varus has got his full Ginsu's, a very big power spike coming in. Since I don't think a lot of people here realize that Fleet Footwork does have an AP scaling, that's why champions like Victor are deciding to take it now. And it also scales very well with the Varus. The Ginsu's with the Fleet Footwork racking up even more ability power and AD, making the heal even stronger. Plus, it gives them a ton of attack speed, which is very crucial on the on-hit Varus build.
Yeah, maxing is E as well, not as W or Q. I always think that's interesting. Used to be a lot different. Used to be the Q max into the W. Now it's the E into the W. Unlucky for Q.
I'm kind of curious as to if the Chocho will be deciding to do that weird Korean hybrid Varus build right now.
Oh, yeah.
Where you go like Ginsu's into Witsen with Runins and a Rabadon's Death Cap. Because his ultimate, I believe, has like a 1 to 1.1 total AP ratio for the damage, which allows his ultimate, because I believe it already has a pretty decent damage, and Naughty Green just takes down Wireless Brain. And right now, I believe Nips are going to be trying to take this Infernal Dragon, trying to make that Ryze a lot stronger than he should be, giving him a lot more AP. And
so 3 to 4, they do have the advantage.
And since with the Infernal, Ryze can't really build the old school build of get the 1,000 AP off of Archangels, Roa, and Morello.
Lucius can't afford a TP either.
Building. And the Fluff right now is just getting chunked out by Omen, doing a lot of damage there. And Omen, just one man, is able to zone away 2 members of DTS.
The Fluff not showing any fear, neither is Naughty Greens, both going at each other, but Varus is there. Oh, he flashed! Another flash goes that way, but they should be able to pick up the Chocho. Wait, Lulu's on her way. She does get the ulti, and Naughty Greens ends up dead.
The Chocho doing a lot of damage here, getting no kills out of that. But that is fine as they get 2 kills for just Bythos dying.
I'm going to say worth. Gotta report that inting mid laner, though. I mean, that's when you all chat ×9 mid. Not in my solo queue games. Meanwhile, top lane. 1-1 in each department. GVG is 1 kill away from getting first tower. Just looking to freeze the wave.
I think for GVG, instead of getting that chain vest, he should have gone with the Ninja Tabi.
Oh, for sure. I definitely agree.
Ninja Tabi are still insanely overpowered early game. Because you can be an ADC and only build Ninja Tabis and still and somebody could have like a full IE, and they'll just be hitting you, and they could have 150 AD. They'll only be doing like 60 damage per auto because of the whole armor mechanic plus the damage reduction. That's just a rough estimate. Don't take it seriously. It's not like 100% calculated, but I think they get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
CS League.
So I think GVG should have taken that and would have had a lot stronger dueling against Lucius. And since
Yeah, no, you're definitely
a
right.
super strong duelist, the Ninja Tabis would just allow him to win the duels even harder.
Yeah, more focused on just killing things than not being killed, I guess. Looks like Sejuani is going to be lane ganking. Don't know they're up there yet, but needs to watch out for this dive. I'm sure he senses it coming. Unlucky. Ooh, steals the dunk from him though. Mid lane. Omen 1v2.
Down the fluff. But right now it looks like Bloodshot's going to die. The flash auto from Varus coming in. The target not even dropping there. And it looks like Barbie's Naughty is going to die as well. A double kill over to the Chocho.
All across the map, plays being made. Gragas dies, Lucius dies, top lane, but they return the favor with killing the support and the ADC. You may be giving us a run for our money, but it's not over yet, says DTS. Looks like they are going to go ahead and pick up the mid lane after they picked up the top lane. So the favor will be in English. It will go in the favor of NN. Wow,
right now
4,000 gold lead now.
Being insanely far ahead. He's got a 1.1k gold lead over Bloodshot. So hopefully this Varus is able to start snowballing a lot harder than Omen is right now, which at 18 minutes has 174 CS. He's right now smashing his lane opponent, almost getting the Flame Horizon. And he's now going for that Archangel Staff. And he almost has his tier at 564 stacks. The tier just stacking so fast on this on Omen's rise.
Yeah.
Showing utter mastery of this champion.
Yeah, definitely comfortable on it. And he said it before that he thinks he is the best mid laner in the league, and he's looking to prove it and making a strong case for him this game. Granted, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. This is a 9th place team versus the number 2 team. But I don't think anybody was expecting the fight that DTS are putting up right now.
And right now, DeFluff's going for that older school style Season 6 Gragas build where you go Runic Echoes into the Iceborne Gauntlet, which gives him that AP scaling that's pretty strong on Gragas. And I'm wondering if he is going to be doing the 3 points in Q max E. But right now, it's looking like he has 3 points in Q, 3 in W, and 2 in E.
Interesting.
Really interesting as if, because right now he could have maxed out his body slam, and which is a lot stronger than a fully maxed Q because it's spammable. Plus, you don't have to wait for it to charge up on the damage.
Yeah. Looking around at the itemization, not really anything crazy out of either team, except for the old school build like you mentioned. Ravenous Hydra finished for Lucius Best, not going for the Triforce, and neither did Darius or GVG, who went for the Black Cleaver.
I think the Black Cleaver in that 1v1 top lane is a lot stronger than a Triforce, and Bythos gets caught by the Glacial Prison.
Unlucky. 0-3-0 Bythos is. Not even a finished item yet, just his boots. Meanwhile, Omen has finished 2 items and his boots with a Dark Steel with 4 stacks. Meanwhile, they're looking for 5-man gank top. Psych, 4-man gank top, but they catch out the Fluff in the jungle, and this could be a kill.
The Fluff getting caught out, but he does buy a little bit of time.
Bloodshot will
giving over the kill to Bloodshot. Hopefully
look for
he
an
can
end
start trying to catch up to that Varus in gold, who almost has 2 items completed. To Ezreal's only 1.5.
Full health Rift Herald. They could look to pressure inhib here, but instead opting to go start the Baron rather than take the inhib.
Yeah, but that Rift Herald goes down so fast to the Varus, and right now Naughty Nips are looking to do this Baron. They're not doing it very fast, but DTS doesn't even have any sign that they're doing it.
Oh, Lulu might find out soon. No, they don't even care if they're doing it, I guess. It should be pretty obvious at this point that they're doing it.
Yeah. Right now, DTS should be looking for an engage, even though they don't have the Gragas engage. And GVG's going to start trying to chase down Lucius Best. All the Trundle killer are working insanely well. They're going to be catching out Barbie's Naughty, but Bloodshot's poking in the backside, and he lands his ultimate. But it's not enough to try and save Barbie's Naughty. Going down,
they
losing
thought about
one
turning
member
it
for that Baron. But that's definitely worth 4 Naughty Nips, growing this goal lead to almost 8,000 or almost 7,000.
Yeah, TssT, they're looking for mid lane or looking for Drake. Might look for both. Might not be the smarter thing to do. Not going to be able to stop Omen, even though it's 4v1. They're instead going to go ahead and look for the Ocean Drake. 7,000 gold lead on the side of NN, plus an Infernal Drake. They will not get this Ocean Drake, but they could look to collapse. They are a lot stronger right now. And it looks like Ezreal finishes his Frozen Gauntlet as well, instead of opting for the Triforce. Wasn't that far ahead, so I can see why he would do it. Meanwhile, in the jungle, lots of damage.
All of Naughty Nips doing a lot of damage. Omen just coming in, rapid-firing his whole kit out. Bloodshot not doing as much damage as you would expect. Instead of going for the BF sword, I would have gone for the Bilgewater Cutlass. The Bork in the blue build is a lot stronger than a Bloodthirster, I believe, third item, unless he's going for a Guardian Angel. Try and make it so that way the Varus and the Trundle do like 0 damage to him.
Yeah, Mythos actually got a pretty nutty ultimate there in that team fight. Chunked almost 3 NN members to a little under half health, but just due to the raw fedness of every NN member, they were able to come up with that win. They're going to go and rotate to the bottom and get that tier 2 in the bot lane. No tier 2 towers left after this one.
And right now, Naughty Nip should be taking this tower and backing off, looking for the full reset. As Barbie should be able to get her Locket of the Iron Solari, and she can. And hopefully, right now, with Ezreal starting to scale up a little bit, they can start trying to control this game from the bot side, because that Varus is just destroying the Ezreal in damage across all stages of this game. Laning phase, mid-game, every single team fight, it's just Varus is out-damaging Ezreal. But since
he does pick up the
DTS
Wit's End
is getting
too, so it may be your build.
All of DTS is just getting destroyed by Omen and GVG. It's hard for them to be able to keep that Varus safe, as Lulu's his only real protection from all of Naughty Nips.
Yeah, Board Monk's finished for the Sejuani. What is that armor item called? Dead Man's Plate. Finished for GVG. Meanwhile, Barcode finished, not Barcode. Omen finishes the Void Staff. Oh, chokes the ulti, Naughty Green. Flash sideways.
But it did force Wireless Brain's flash, and right now Omen's TPing in. GVG going raid boss right now. He's not really taking a lot of damage, and he does get the dunk reset down. Hopefully he's going to start getting the train going, and he gets a double kill out of it. Right now Omen's flashing in, and Naughty Nips are just controlling this whole game. Off of just
Omen is not afraid to
play.
flash in, but they have not been great. Don't really need to when you have raid boss.
Barbie rushed the Banner of Command instead of getting the Locket of the Iron Solari like I thought she would be getting.
Yeah, they can probably end the game off that Banner of Command right now, honestly. They did just nerf its damage, though. Still does a lot, though.
They only nerfed it, the multiplier from Baron buff, because it was destroying turrets in 8 shots, and Naughty Green flashes in. Varus not really able to do much this game, as his
They need to
whole
focus
team is
towers
so
or champions.
far
They can't do both.
Right now,
What a
the
mistake.
going in does not use his ultimate, and Naughty Nips are getting forced back a little bit as all of DTS comes back. Right now, Naughty Nips should be looking for that rotation bot lane. GVG just came back from base with a full Spirit Visage, Dead Man's Black Cleaver. He right now is on a power spike of any sorts.
Yeah. They're just going to go ahead and clear out the farm on their way out. Go ahead and back and get the reset. Actually shocked they're not going to catch out that Lulu.
And I think
no need to risk it.
I think all that GVG needs right now is a Thornmail into a Sterix. Get him that massive shield that Darius already... Because Darius right now is sitting on 3.5k health with that Sterix gauge. And if he does get a Thornmail, he's going to have so much health for that Sterix shield.
Yeah.
And he's just going to be harder and harder to kill.
An 11k gold lead for NN right now. 2,000 of it on the Darius. 6,000 of it! Wait, is that right? On Omen?
I believe on the what?
On Omen? 6,000 gold lead on Omen, right?
Yes, sir. It is. He
Wow.
has 6 kills.
Okay.
Right now, I believe Omen could probably 1v5. Already taking
He just
jungle down at half
jumped!
health.
Oh,
Naughty Green missing the Glacial
that's
Prison.
the second one. That's looking yikers right there.
He's looking like ex-Smithy wannabe here. But GVG is going to be fighting.
Ooh, DeFluff not showing any
top
respect.
lane.
Dive
And he
him!
will be going for the dunk, but he does not. Not sure as to why he didn't go there. He had the execute
ultimate.
damage onto
Yeah.
the Fluff.
4 stacks. Anything would have finished him off at that point.
Omen having 10 stacks on that Medjai's. Should have upgraded it sooner. And right now he just
Oh,
one-shots the
geez.
Varus.
No Lulu ulti now.
Wow.
No ultimate on TssT though either. Oh wait, Psych, she has it back up already.
No, I think that's just a spectator bug.
Oh, is it? Okay. Unlucky.
Yeah.
Psych? I was gonna say, that's
Thought.
awfully fast. Maybe running the Transcendence hat or whatever it is? Cooldown thing? Like, even then, that's a pretty fast
No, I
cooldown.
don't. It would be way too short. That's like a Yasuo ulti cooldown. You know, freaking Max Rank has a 21-second cooldown. He can, on his ultimate, he can use it, and then keep in a long team fight and use it again. Right now, GVG's getting pushed back a little bit by Lucius Best, who is not that tanky.
Yeah, why is he? He's
GVG's
acting awfully scared.
destroying anybody that tries to come and 1v1 him. I think right now the only person that can actually 1v1 him is the Chocho. Right now, GVG's just going raid boss, diving into the backline,
There
landing
we
a
go.
4-man pull, looking for the reset, but he does not get the dunk off. Going down.
Oh!
Yes, is winning the team fight, but Omen does so much damage.
Looks like DTS might
Lucius
win
getting
this. They
taken
pick up
low, but
TssT
Bythos takes
and
off
BSG.
2. Going,
Great.
Barbie goes down, and Omen's the only person left alive. Naughty Nips again, just
Get the Baron!
just
shove him in.
overconfident. Right now, DTS should be looking for that Baron, but they need somebody to wave clear. There's 2 waves of supers going in, and Bythos backs off.
Barcode actually probably
have
could
to
have
be
stopped
trying
him,
to
honestly.
hold. Omen's gonna have to try and 1v4 them at Baron, I believe.
Or
Unless
Omen,
he's gonna just
yeah.
give that up for free. As the Gragas is getting just almost. Gragas is dying to the Baron. Omen could go in there, but I think he's instead gonna go for the Infernal Drag.
Wait,
Try and
DeFluff,
get
you
that
there?
double Inferno.
DeFluff, are you there? He smites for health. He's fine.
Man, you're getting
Nice,
hyped,
look at the
Regard.
silver. The Infernal. Yeah, unlucky. I don't know why. GVG could have had like 3 1v1 highlight kills right now, but instead he keeps opting to back away and act scared, and then he just flashes into 5 of them and dies. I don't know if it's because he's just not the most comfortable on Darius, or if he's just trying to get a 5-man pull. I don't know what his thinking is right now, but when that's my only English, that is my only complaint about GVG Darius, is the fact that he keeps flashing in there 1v5, running him at a wall when he could just keep getting these solo kills and expanding their lead. Because if he would have killed Gragas there, then he has to shove Lulu and Lucius to stop him. In that case,
I'm a little
he pushes bot lane.
confused as to why Bloodshot went with the IE. Ezreal's Q does not crit like Gangplank's. Although it does
Calculated.
apply on-hit effects, it does not crit. So the IE third item is a little confusing. If he was going to go for the IE build, I would have just gone Essence Reaver, Static Shiv IE, or Essence Reaver, Static Shiv, or Essence Reaver Runins and try and get that procs off. But by
He landed
the
one!
Glacial Prison, GVG going to try and look for the reset, but he does not get it as Bloodshot takes down Lucius King. Omen is godlike with 16 stacks on the Medjai. It's just a base Q doing so much damage to Varus. And
That
all of
should
Naughty
be
Nips are in the
game.
base just destroying DTS. And DTS's only hope in Varus is just got insane. It's like he got run over by a car.
Lulu 1v5 question mark?
The exact statement to say.
Lulu 1v5!
Lulu will be going down to Omen, who has a
Unlucky.
stack of Medjai's, and Naughty Nips just control game 1 from the mid game forward.
Yeah, shove that mid game. Almost threw it there towards the end, but he managed to come back and shove it down. Naughty Green finally landing an ult, which arguably could have lost him the first 2 previous fights. You could attribute that to the missed Sedge ultis, but when he landed on that carry, it was good night, TssT.
Yeah, and GVG and Omen just carrying all of Naughty Nips, dealing the most damage in the game. Oh, scratch that. Varus out damages both of them. Varus out damaging Omen by a little over 3,000 damage. That's pretty insane.
That is actually a lot of damage out of the Varus. Won that 2v2 lane. And the team fights was actually doing a lot, apparently.
Yeah, right now.
Is Army, are you coming in to do your stats? I know you like to do those.
Here comes Army for his stats in just a moment. Has to unmute himself for you guys.
Yep, there we go. It is all set and done. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the match history real quick. Talk about your damage dealt. Lots of it coming from the Varus here, but it looks like Rise was unable to keep up on that damage, despite with the 2 Infernal Drake advantage Naughty Nips had. Varus definitely showed that health percentage damage coming through really nicely. That last defensive stand before, that inevitable defeat was really a big key factor in it. Sorry, did you have anything else you wanted to add there?
Oh, I was just going to say the inevitable end.
Ah, yeah. Sorry.
Gotta make it more dramatic. Come on. The inevitable demise.
The inevitable demise.
The inevitable demise.
The utter destruction of their home world.
The unbelieving ineptability.
The unbelievable destruction of their home world. The blue team base.
Well, let's go on to the next topic at hand here, the damage tanking and self-mitigation of the damages. That's an interesting one. Looks like, per average, when you take a Sejuani, you're going to get that mitigation, you're going to get that armor for damage taken, and certainly Green has consistently found that winning formula with Sejuani. It's almost like in the earlier of the season, he used to have those struggles in the early game, but bam, he's like hitting every stride. He's getting every single early game done right, and it just seems to be in a good way and fashion for the late game because he's always able to sit in that front line for very long, and he can just really survive out there really nicely. So very impressive stuff for him. GVG looking pretty strong on the Darius that he has not played in an eternity. Quite happy to see him on it, honestly. I'm very excited to see that he was actually doing really good out there with Darius. Considering how Darius has been a little bit on the weaker side, certainly able to do his part really nicely against the Trundle. And honestly, very excited to see what I will be talking about next. Oh, wait a second. It's the Ward Vision score and the Ward's place. Let's take a look at them. Looks to be a 75 on the Vision score for the opponent on the side of DTS. Not bad, Lulu. You managed to outdo Barbie on the warding department. Barbie with a 57 on the Vision score for the wards here has been in contest with a lot of the supports lately. Hasn't really knocked it out of the park in the wards department consistently, but does always seem to give a little bit of extra fight when it is that time. If you were dyslexic, you could read 75 for Barbie and 57 for Lulu, but that's not at all the case here. So, bad jokes aside,
Barbie's not being a true support, aka Wardbot.
Indeed. Though the warding on
Barbie,
the Naughty Nip warding was a little bit better than DTS's warding, so certainly kept up with that fact. 2 wards minus from the Lulu. Not bad on that regard. And we take one quick look at the control ward scar. Once again, Green loves to drop wards. Perhaps he might be a little bit too in love in dropping them wards, because that looks a little bit like he threw away around 800.
That feel like what Army's idea is too many wards equal bad day. Unlucky.
There is those situations. They're rare, but there's those situations where you're compensating for the lack of control wards by other members and by other teammates. To be honest, it is a rarity, but it does happen to the best of people. With that being the case here, 12 on that is giving away over, 900 gold? Yeah, that is actually correct. 900 gold for that being the case. But I think we've already talked enough about that. We should probably head on to the next topic at hand. Game 2 setup and Game 2 time. Don't worry, folks. We're not going to be gone long. These casters are ready to cast some more for you. And I've been hearing...
Yeah, baby.
Yep, and I've been hearing a report, Gobble, you will not be able to drop any more donations, I heard.
Yeah, I know.
Very unfortunate. Well, it was a heck of a...
Unlucker dog, dude.
We'll see what let's see what happens whenever next time. But thank you everybody for those bits, donations, follows, and subscribes. I'm super excited to see what's going to happen next in Game 2 or what's going to happen next in tomorrow's events. We'll certainly find out. But until then, folks, see you guys Game 2 time, Game 2 place. We'll be right back.
Yahoo! And we are back. Me, Peach Gobbler, and for some reason his name is Illusion.
Rengar! It is your boy, D-Rengu, and I'm back. DC Gar strikes again.
Who the hell is who's Derengu?
That's your boy.
It's
That's the reformed D-Rengu that'll be here for Season 3. In other words, we are getting into Game 2 with the first band coming through is Nasus once again. DTS will only be missing one band this series, or not this series, this game. And they're gonna go ahead and make it the first one.
I was about to ask if you were drunk, but yeah, they only lose one band this game, so hopefully they can even the playing field with Barbie's Naughty's team, known as Naughty Nips.
Yep. Wondering what they're gonna change up in Game 2. Early game, it was pretty close. Mid game, it was actually pretty close as well. So I'm interested to see what they think is the problem and what they're going to be changing in Game 2. And I'm wondering if it'll be in pick and ban phase if they change it. Banning away the Cassiopeia, that's a little bit of a troll ban. We're really shocked they're not taking away his Rise, as it is one of the strongest champions right now.
I think that's going to be their next ban, actually.
I hope so.
They should be trying to focus on banning out.
Oh, left the Sejuani and the Rise open.
They should have been right now focusing on banning out Omen, as he carried all of Naughty Nips on his 15-year-old back.
Yeah, unlucky.
But they're deciding to first pick the Trundle again. A little confusing, as they could have just hidden their top laner, picked their jungle and the support, hidden the rest of their picks from the team, from all of Naughty Nips, but instead they go for an Amumu jungle.
Interesting. The hard counter pick to Sejuani, maybe? I guess
Very
we'll find out this game.
interesting.
Very interesting. I wonder how that'll work. I wonder what he's actually going to run. Probably Aftershock, I'd imagine.
GVG going to be picking up the Cho'Gath, I believe. 5 seconds left, and they do, and right now is the time for Naughty Nips to pick up that Rise for Omen, knowing he's basically a one-trick pony. But I don't think they're going to pick it up. They're going to be picking up the Xayah.
Interesting. The Cho'Gath pick for the top lane.
Up Miss Ford? No, okay.
It is Xayah. They're trolling.
Don't you dare troll me.
They had the Jinx left open again. Oh, they actually subbed in Hindsight for this game. Not going to be the Bloodshot special. Hindsight, who has been a sub for NN for, I think, 2 weeks now, finally getting his shining debut.
Finally gets to show his true form.
Or against the end. I guess we'll find out.
And the Swain pick coming in the mid lane. Swain got some pretty good buffs this last patch. So hopefully they're thinking they can...
Are you a little confused on why they didn't pick Omen's thing? He picked last round too, but honestly,
I'm a little confused as to why they didn't just... They have yet to ban out the Rise to get that away from Omen, knowing he is indeed only a one-trick pony.
Maybe not a one-trick pony, but definitely very strong on the Rise, very comfortable on it, showing that he can almost 1v5 in certain scenarios on it. So we'll find out what their last ban is, and it'll be the Syndra!
Syndra's a little confusing ban. I don't think we've seen Omen play Syndra. Not 100% sure. So
no, Barcode played a Syndra game for NN, which may be what they were thinking. Maybe they thought that was Omen. They did do very well,
but I doubt it.
But otherwise, I don't know why they banned Syndra. They're banning out the Lulu, making sure Wireless Brain can't have that a second time. Was a little bit annoying when Darius would just run in there and get polymorphed immediately.
I'm hoping the Cho decides to go for the best ADC in the history of League of Legends, Draven here, which from my experience is pretty strong into the Xayah, but the Tristana I think just as strong, because Tristana's just one of those champions that Riot loves.
Yeah.
So hopefully she's able to take over this game a little bit early, because Tristana does have a lot more threat than Avaris. So if she can take over this game pretty early, it should be an easy game for DTS.
He's been talking about his Azir, and he's going to pull it out this game. Why go for what worked last time, he says, as he picks out the Azir, maybe knowing something about the matchup. Into Swain.
Maybe having a little bit, maybe he's dabbled a bit in the art of the Emperor against a Tyrant. The world may never know. And Barbie picking up the Nami, trying to give a little bit of sustain in the bot lane, since she didn't really use the sustain on Taric last game. So I'm hoping she decides to get all of the sustain in. Keep that Xayah alive is the goal of this game. Let Hindsight sort of carry, double hyper carry team comp from Naughty Nips against just the Swain, who I haven't really seen a lot because he's either permabanned or everybody just ends on him.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many Swains do really well.
But they did reduce his Q cooldown, I believe, this patch. So Archangel Staff should be the first item for Bythos, allowing him to just spam his Q, get that racked up, get that sustain going, hopefully take over the game.
Yeah, we'll see how comfortable Bythos is on. It didn't look the greatest on that brand. Pretty thankful he didn't pick it out this game as well. Especially since he didn't look the most comfortable on the skill shots. And against one of the best mid laners in the league, it's not always the greatest to play that. So Swain's a little bit safer, especially since he has that constant lifesteal as well. I'm very interested by DeFluff's jungle picks. I've seen a lot of people in the league going for a little bit of the off-meta picks, and they just haven't seemed to work out. I feel like there's 3 champions you should be playing in the jungle, and those are pretty much the only 3. And that's Zac, Sejuani, and Skarner. And for some reason, Sejuani is left open almost every game. Zac is pretty much permabanned, and Skarner's never banned either. So I'm very shocked to see junglers not taking advantage of these super strong team fighting, as well as high-pressure junglers that are, for the most part, pretty brain-dead, easy to play, super strong, and they only get better the later the game goes. So I'm very disappointed to see the Amumu pick, in all honesty. But we'll see if he can make it work.
Yeah, I think one of those champions, I'm going to have to disagree with you on only having 3 junglers that are good. Kha'Zix right now is insanely strong. Early snowballing jungler. He's really hard to duel a Kha'Zix early game. So I think the Kha'Zix is also, there's a top 4 tier list for junglers. Competitive, it's Kha'Zix, Sejuani, Zac, Skarner. You can throw in a debate for Volibear, seeing as Golden Guardians did beat Echo Fox with the Volibear.
Volibear's OP, confirmed! Oh, champ! They beat him!
The best champion in the game.
Fact.
Volibear, just so you guys know, a little fun fact. Riot hates Volibear so much that after one patch of him being strong, they instantly nerf him.
Yup, unlucky. Meanwhile, you got Sejuani, who's arguably one of the most broken champions of the game, going on 3 patches, just as strong as she was at the beginning. I love Rito. You know what? I'm not backtalking. Please don't ban my account. Rito, you're doing a good job.
I'm surprised my account hasn't been banned.
Ripley account.
I smack talked to Ryder while I was smashing him in game.
Yeah, I'm looking at the summoner spells, seeing if there's anything out of the ordinary. Ignite on Bythos. A little shocked. He didn't look like he was that aggressive in lane last game. So
he might be looking to go for those kills early game, try and get this lane rolling, try and show us the true potential of the greatest Noxian general. Wait, that's a lie. That's Darius, the greatest Noxian dictator in history.
Oh, Mega Mole. What are your thoughts on the Trundle pick? He didn't look that strong on the Trundle. And against Cho'Gath, I don't know who really wins that.
I think Trundle should win it because Cho'Gath is going to be a big, thick boy late game. So he should be able to just use his ultimate, subjugate. Just remember that. Forgot the name of it. He's going to be able to subjugate Cho'Gath, steal his armor, MR, and health, and just be a big old sustain boy in team fights. Be the true thick sustain boy.
One thick sustainy boy.
Damn straight. And here
Meanwhile,
we are getting into game.
Yes, sir. Load into that sweet old summer rift. Let's brought any special rooms. No, I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary. Lame sauce. I want to see electrocute on all 6 members. Psych, all 5 members. I want to see
This
TP
isn't
ignite.
Hexakill. This isn't
No,
Hexakill.
no. You just wait. I'm waiting for the day that one of these teams run Smite Ignite on all 5 players. They just walk in, take all the buffs, and they just first blood off like 1,000 true damage that they get off the
Yeah, everybody goes Red Smite. And speaking of the Tyrant, we do have Bythos playing Tyrant Swain.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna show that he himself is truly gonna be a Tyrant in this mid lane.
We'll see how good he does. Very much wanting to get rid of the past performance of last game. That was a little bit of a yikers. But we'll see if he can turn it around in Game 2 of the NN versus TssT game.
If we'll actually get the game loaded up.
If it'll load up.
Sitting on that gray screen, that weird bug that I think everybody has once experienced, where their screen goes gray for no reason and their champion can't move.
You're just bad, I guess. Never happened to me. Unlucky. Oh, there it is. Days without a pause.
Wireless brain disconnected and reconnected. Ooh, a bug splat coming in.
Insert X-Don meme here. Correct.
It wouldn't be Duo Esports if there wasn't a pause.
Hey, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
Tim, got your glass?
No, it's already in there. I didn't eat it in my room. XD!
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 Ha-ha! Here we are, getting back in the game. Dota, shut your mouth. I never have a gray screen.
Oh my god. Well, looks like it'll be the standard 5-point here out of NN again, as per usual. Braum taking a little bit more of an aggressive stance. Nobody really watching the top side bottom entrance. The one closest to mid lane. Trundle is watching out for the top side. Swain showing up there a little bit late. Could have been bad if they decided to invade, but knowing NN, not likely.
Yeah, not wanting to be a little risky. This game trying to get that 2-0 going in. Try and boost themselves up. But they do need to show a lot more improvement. Hopefully Hindsight can come in, get that bot lane rolling, because last game it was really just Omen and GVG that were really the only winning lanes. So if they can get Hindsight rolling, they should show that they have a better bot lane with Hindsight over Bloodshot, because Bloodshot's laning phase wasn't as good. With a Klepto Ezreal, you should be smashing laning phase. You should be just trying to poke with your Q, last hit, get that gold rolling, and have 2 items in about 17, 18 minutes, because its build is super cheap compared to crit ADCs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping Hindsight's going to come in, show us what you got, and
show me what you got.
Yes. That's where I was going with that, buddy.
The Fluff taking his blue buff, not going to his wolves and then to his red buff inside, deciding to clear his Gromp.
Going for that level 3 thick boy.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, Lucius Best is trying to just sit there punching or hitting them with a baseball bat. GVG getting that damage down. Getting that early poke down
Angling
with
those
Trundle, or with the Cho'Gath, proving that he is truly a thick boy on the Cho'Gath.
Thicker than Cho'Gath. Trundle is right now. Cho'Gath is one tiny boy right now. I'm lucky.
Yeah, Trundle's the true thick boy, but GVG's hitting the thick boy, taking him down to half health. Right now, Hindsight's getting a little bit of poke down onto the Cho-Cho. Braum
If I'm
not
correct,
really protecting.
If I'm correct, I think Barbie's first death in the league was actually on Nami. So it kind of just like ended her career. Yeah, unlucky. If you see her pick Army, you better dodge the game. But unfortunately, our team didn't get the memo.
Army? Did you just say if you see her pick Army?
Did I say that?
Barbie? Think you did.
Omega Nami. If he's picking Army, if Army's in the same game as Barbie, dodge. Alright, it's a loss. Unless he's on Scion. Then it's a free win.
That's actually the truth, too. Army's like a Scion one trick, if anybody didn't know it.
Sejuani looking for the invade topside, knowing who's at his Krugs. Got the Amumu
GVG
flash.
having
Amu's
the
gonna
lane
have him back.
pressure. And right now, Omen's just using the Azir servants. They're not soldiers, they're servants. They do his bidding.
Yeah, you
poke
just
out
definitely don't want to use the
Mythos.
S word. They're not slaves, boys. Calm down.
I wasn't saying slaves, they're servants.
I heard
They
you
get
say
paid.
it. I mean,
They get paid money. Come on. Come on.
they get paid in mana.
Yeah, they get paid mana.
Meanwhile,
They're-
trades in
they're
the
mana
bot lane.
addicts.
They're ridiculous,
Barbie
unfortunately.
and Wireless both missing their Qs,
Uh-oh.
but Hindsight's going in and he's doing a lot of damage to Wireless.
Ooh, hindsight's getting
Forcing the
low.
heal and exhaust out. Barbie, not sure why she exhausted there. Could have saved
She's
it for
scared.
Triss, decided to
Unlucky.
go all in.
Azir out trading the Swain mid lane as well. The
Yeah,
thick boy
GVG's
battle in the
just-
top lane.
The thin boy and the thick boy battle at the top lane. Gotta get your facts right.
True.
Ooh, GVG misses the cannon minion. Not getting that thick boy gold.
You're just gonna have to run it down at that point. If you miss a caddy, you don't really deserve
Yeah, if you miss a cannon, you need to go just end.
Mm-hmm.
Show them
Just
how
run it
alpha
down.
you are.
T1 the whole operation. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you still have a little self-respect.
Hey man, don't disrespect the god. You disrespect the god, you disrespect me.
Unlucky.
I know. T1 alpha is fuck. Ooh, I stopped myself.
Somebody ban this man. But he's not wrong though. Ooh, Amumu gonna be lane ganking in the bot lane. The Fluff is looking for a sneaky beaky
The
play.
Fluff is sitting there,
How patient will he be?
showing his team that he doesn't care about ganking. He just wants to soak up that XP.
Exactly.
BMing them with the recall.
At
Doing the
what point
BM
do you start
recall
flaming?
again. But Naughty Nips are playing it safe with the freeze, but he's gonna start
Sejuani's down there.
again. Sejuani's coming down for the gank.
Ooh,
And
top
Lucius
lane.
Best is getting chunked out, and so is GVG. They're gonna keep fighting, but no. Lucius Best backs off, and DeFluff is just down there soaking up XP.
He's still down there.
He's still
He's in
down
for the
there.
long con. In lane.
He's
so
in for
he's
the
taking
long
that
haul,
XP.
dude. Come on.
They do know Sejuani's down there though. Ooh, he lands the Q.
And Hindsight flashes and heals.
Ooh, that was yikers. Brom's all alone. They can
Brom's
easily turn it
gonna
on.
be dead here, I believe, to minions. Those
Sejuani
Naughty Green
gets
gets
it.
the kill. She is focusing the Amumu. Hopefully she's
What
trying to
is
give that
going
kill
on?
over to Hindsight. But I think the Fluff is gonna die here to the Emperor.
Ooh, top lane Lucius gets a solo.
Kill by Lucius, trying to dive but not getting the big boy chomp down.
Scattered fight in the
Getting
bot lane. They
outplayed
can't look for the
there.
Drake here. Yep, and that's what they will do. Need to watch out because as soon as that Sejuani's passive, that Windrake can shred the Sejuani. But they're going to send all four there knowing that it could be bad if it's just those two. And that looks like they'll pick up the first Drake.
And the Cloud Drake got a little bit of a rework, which I think is a lot stronger. You base each stack I think gives
Might kill him.
2% CD or 2% movement speed, which then triples when out of combat.
Mm-hmm.
Which, because let's be real, Cloud Drake sucked.
Yeah, now they're OP, dude.
Yeah, like well,
They could be
it didn't
Sanic
really
every
suck.
game.
It didn't really suck. It allowed rotations.
Nah, dude, you're wrong. It sucked. Unlucky.
Nah,
That's why they had to
it
buff it.
was the best. Dude, there's a reason why they call it the best dragon in the game because it allows rotations.
I thought Infernal was the best one in the game.
The what?
Infernal.
No, rotations outbeat damage.
Dude, I don't know, man. Rotations don't kill people. People kill people.
Not rotations. Give rotations. You must remember the wise
Say it
words
till you
of.
get it right.
You must remember the wise words of the greatest League of Legends caster in history, Monte Cristo. Rotations.
R.I.P. that guy and his career. Unlucky.
Dude, Riot screwed him over. Let's be realistic.
Yo,
Alright,
yo,
back to the
hey,
game.
hey, don't disrespect Riot, okay?
I'll disrespect them all I want.
Meanwhile, top lane, Cho'Gath trading with Lucius Best. Has to be careful because Lucius Best turned it around on him last time. Could do it again. But knowing GVG, best me once, shame on me. Best me twice, shame on you.
No,
Making
you.
sure it doesn't happen again. No, you.
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
you.
Now I have to dab on you. You know, one thing I'm disappointed at is the lack of the Depengu emotes in this league.
I know. Nobody's
had every
really,
member of
nobody
GG
really
buy
busts
it.
out emotes because I think they're just scared that it's BM. Like I'll just randomly bust out my freaking clean emote randomly. Like I'll be in the middle of a fight, and I'll just hit the clean emote. And right now, DeFluff might be looking for a gang top lane. He is.
Sejuani is mirroring his
He's
pathing.
warded the tri-bush, and he's going to be clearing out that pink board. And Sej just caught.
I
the
love
Amumu
Sejuani.
gonna
That damage. Oh, flash. Yes.
Hit the stun, dude. Why'd you?
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay.
Calculated.
Naughty Green picking up another kill,
Missed the ulti.
but Bythos getting really low, taking a lot of damage there.
They can dive that if they shoot that lane fast enough. Sejuani just has to
They
tank it.
should
They
be
can get
able
him.
to.
Sejuani, tank it. Tank the tower. Get him. Unlucky.
Barbie missing another bubble there.
I told you. She
Not
picked
sure
Nami.
what's
It's
up.
Yikers.
You're not
Her
wrong
Tarek,
there.
cleanest in the game. Nami, not so much.
Yeah, and
Ooh,
right now,
GVG better watch
GVG 's gonna
out.
be getting
That's a lot of damage.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Lucius fails the flash, but he does force the flash out of GVG. GVG's getting chunked out insanely hard by the Trundle. Lucius coming in with some big boy damage, whacking that Trundle with his baseball bat.
Why
Whacking
is
him like a
GVG so
pinata.
small at level 8?
Because he has.
Has he not been stacking?
I don't think he's been stacking.
Yikers. Maybe not knowing how to play Cho'Gath. Unlucky.
You gotta eat the booty like groceries.
Exactly. Lucius Best will look for a back here, so will Azir. I'm looking for a potential play bot lane, but... Ooh, they'll get it. One more auto. One more melee auto.
Landing
Doesn't land
the
the
Nami ultimate, Omen getting his second kill of the game. Up 46 CS at 10 minutes. Dropping
Omen
it
saying-
dropping it like it's hot.
Mm-hmm. Saying, get in my belly, bro. As they pressure the bot
Yum,
tier
yum.
2 tower, tier 1 tower, my bad. 4-1 in favor of NN. 3k gold lead as well. Hindsight has a CS deficit. Of 6
Oh, and right
CS.
now the Chocho holds the
Calculated.
way. Not sure what he was trying to do there. Maybe he was trying to do the flash ultimate back. The Tristana version of the insect. Bythos is going to get taken
That
really
sucks.
low here, and he's popping his stopwatch.
They could get 2 here.
Barbie
Oh,
lands the bubble, and they're giving Hindsight a kill. Maybe they're going to try and give him 2. But he misses the E, but he does flash forward, and he forces both summoner spells out of the Chocho.
Hindsight's
Very
looking a
well
little
ganked
yikers.
there
This
by
one.
Naughty Green coming in. Getting Hindsight his first kill of the game, trying to get him on the board.
5-1 in favor of NN now. With that pickup on the Swain. Still yet to use that Ignite. Unfortunate. A little shocked why you bring it and not use it at least 10 minutes.
And right now, Naughty Nips should be trying to rotate Trundle down to the bot lane. Or rotate the Cho'Gath, my boy. My bad. He's not a
Cho'Gath
boy
is so
yet.
small!
But he is winning these 1v1s against Lucius right now. Getting the Catalyst, giving him more health. And he's angling those Vorpal spikes insanely well.
Do you think he's not ulting to BM or he's saving it for the kill?
I think he's trying to save it for the kill, and here comes Omen.
Oh,
But
he's
it might
dead.
be too late. As Lucius takes him down, and Lucius might be able to kill
Lucius
Omen.
2v1! Nope, I'm with you.
No, he does not, but Omen might have to flash here. No, he does not. Gets the Q. Very well
No,
played there
he
by
does
Lucius,
not.
taking down GVG a second time.
Unlucky. GVG maybe needing to stick to the Maokai and Gnar. Not banned either game, but looking for those hyphy picks, those Cho'Gaths, those Darius. Probably should stick to Gnar. Unlucky. Unfortunately, we can't fault him too much as he is a jungle main, and top lane is not his most comfortable position. But doing his best, making sure the team succeeds, and he's drawing pressure up there, which is good. A little strange though. A little disrespectful not to pick up
And right now,
champions that he's comfortable
right
on.
now, Hindsight has a 600 gold lead. Giving him
Moo
the
Moo
full
lane taking
essence
again,
reaver.
baby. That's what I like to see. Soak that
He's
XP.
trying to come in and get that Curse of the Sad Mummy into the Tristana ultimate, but if Hindsight's smart, he should be able to ult as soon as Amumu tries to come in, but
Woo, he hit
he
it.
won't, and he gets hit by the Curse of the Sad Mummy. The Braum ultimate coming in. Hindsight
Oh, Sejuani saved her.
He goes down to the Chocho.
Lands it. Oh, skill shots are
And
hitting,
here
but no
comes
kills.
GVG trying to get a thick boy chomp down, but he does not yet. And he does
Oh,
on
that
to
swing
Bythos.
flash int. Unlucky. Interesting. Woo! Cho and Wireless Brain Little 2 HP, but Azir's hungry. Not able to catch him out. Looks like they'll just
Very
go ahead
well
and take
counter
the
kick
drag.
there by Naughty Nips to come in, have the Azir roam down, have the Trundle TP in or the Cho'Gath TP in a little bit late there, but it still does secure them 4 kills and a Mountain Dragon, getting the 2 best dragons in the history of League of Legends.
You're so wrong, it hurts my head. Infernal or die. If it's not Infernal, I don't want it. I'm not buying what you're selling if it ain't Infernal.
You don't understand it. You don't know why Mountain's the best.
Mountains suck, bro.
No,
I'd
it
say
doesn't.
it's right below the Windrake, dude.
Nah, dude, Mountain's the best. Allows you to shred objectives. Come on, boy.
Objectives don't win you games. Kills win you games.
Spoken like a true bronze player.
Bronze 5-0 PM proud.
Dude, you gotta blast up the ranks to surpass the god Kadeem Alfred himself.
I can't wait till we can get Kadeem in this league.
Dude, we should try and get Kadeem. See the 1 million IQ
Plays.
PC plays.
We're recreating the metas for the Challenger players.
Your
Bot
greatest
lane.
League of Legends player in history.
Kadeem.
Kadeem Alfred. Dropping it like it's hot.
Stalemate, not looking to force mid. They did pick up bot lane tower. Even though they don't have a tower, they're not looking to all in. Not 100% confident that they can win it. Meanwhile, top lane, looks like the 2 Tinky boys will smack each other around. Cho'Gath's looking a little bit bigger than he was before. Still a small boy, though.
Yeah, he only has 3 feast stacks, 1 on a champion. He's not proving that he is the thickest boy of them all.
He should be by late game, though. He's a
Should
thick
be.
boy at heart.
Never pepperoni. Never forgetty the spaghetti.
A little bit of ward trading going on in the bot lane. Not much more than that. Seswani could look
Lucius
for... Oh, wait!
going back in onto GVG, but GVG's a thick boy, and he does
Oh,
have
they
a
turn it
jungler in.
around.
Right now,
Oh,
Seth
misses the
misses
Q.
The Q. And a Mumu flash ults. Maybe,
Seswani, no passive. They can do this.
Lucius,
Nope.
but he does get
Abandons the fluff.
flash. And here comes Omen. GVG gets the chomp down onto Lucius, and Omen gets
Omega
another kill.
Omen, the hero they're needing, actually roaming instead of getting camp. This is the Omen that we want to see.
This is the Omen that Naughty Nips deserve.
This is the Omen that people dream about but never get.
Shogath landing the Q into the ultimate from Azir. GVG getting his 3rd kill of the game. All because his team is carrying him this game. Omen hopping off on the greatest champion in history. Proving why he is truly the Emperor.
Very true. Looks like they're going to go ahead and pick up Rift here. I'll shove that mid game even harder. Hopefully they don't waste it like they did last game.
Yeah,
Last game,
DTS
little
just
Yankees.
traded a tier 1 tower for a tier 2 mid lane and a
Calculated.
tier 1 top lane and Rift Herald. Not sure if that's
Calculated.
the smartest trade they could have done.
Yeah, not as clean as the first game from the side of DTS. Maybe a little bit of a tilt coming in, because it is not looking very happy for them. Not looking very good. And then showing a much cleaner game. Well, not really. Well, yes. Let's just say they're winning harder than they were the first game at this point. Meanwhile, a Mumu. Gonna smite the Raptor, maybe? Not let us... Oh, man. Poor Mumu. Not gonna get any farm. As his team needs it, because their lanes are all shoved up.
Yeah, and right now, the Fluff is out farming Bythos. Not having a lot of farm
That's
at
unlucky.
all.
Ooh.
And Wireless Brain comes in onto Omen, but Omen just Scream of shuffles as far as he can away.
Why can't the one champion that can get out of it that easy? Unlucky. Just looking to shove mid.
Yeah.
Trying to look for a
Omen,
desperate
instead
play.
of going for like a Rylai second item, he goes for the Morello, and Naughty Green forces the Chocho to flash away.
Oh,
He
lands the
does
ultimate
land the
too.
Glacial Prison, and Omen does not
Oh,
get
he channeled
it
the
on.
Rift Herald on accident.
The Rift Herald gets canceled, and Lucius Best is just fighting GVG, but GVG's a tanky boy now, getting real big and strong. I think
One
Lucius is
healthy
taking
boy.
that fight because he knows GVG does not have his ultimate, because GVG feasted on a minion.
Cho's low.
And Omen gets a
Oh!
kill onto the
Youch.
Chocho.
I like this version of Omen. This is the Omen that I come out to see. The Omen I cheer for.
Oh, you come out. Ooh.
Ho ho ho!
Saucy.
Saucy!
Get roasted.
Ooh, meanwhile, top lane, I'm pretty sure Green, Naughty Green can 1v1 him. Ooh, doesn't get the E proc though. Oh, Psych, okay, run. He gained a lot of health from that. Subjugate, even him up a lot. Naughty Green just gonna go back to Shovel Top.
Eating Naughty Green's booty like it's groceries. Taking all that health back. Like in Fallout, when you eat something, you get health. Very smart.
League of Legends
macro
is
play.
Fallout, confirmed.
Yeah. No, Fallout is League of Legends confirmed.
Barbie tanking that tower.
Confirmed right here, right meow.
Bro, looking to try and stop it. Nothing they're gonna be able to do against 2 carries and a support. It looks like they're gonna go ahead and set up for the drag. Baron's also up. Or will be up, I guess I should say, in 10 seconds.
And that's going to be
But-
another Mountain Dragon. And with Omen already playing the Azir, one of the strongest neutral objective taking mid laners next to Cassiopeia, they should be able to just go for a 20-minute Baron here. They have a tanky Sejuani and a Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath right now just takes the red buff, but he will be taking the Blast Cone to safety. Right now, Naughty Nips are just taking control of everything. Up 9,000 gold. And Bythos still does not have an AP starting item besides Rod of Ages. Sitting on 96 farm, he is once again getting Flame Horizoned by Omen. By the god Azir. Omen just chunking the Chocho to half health instantly. Not sure what happened to Ringu. Thinking his internet crashed or something, because I'm all alone. No one here besides me in army. Ringu, I think his internet crashed. Army will have to cut in.
Yep.
Army's here.
Yep, and I
Finally.
Yeah, sorry. I'm here.
Thankfully, somebody that can help me
Yeah, right?
try and be more serious. I can't be serious around Rengar.
Hello!
There, what? Did Rengar just come back?
I think he
I'm
just
back,
came
baby!
Yeah, I think he just did. Wow.
Dang it,
Back
now
is
I
better
can't
than
be
ever.
serious. Alright.
Alright.
Naughty Nips are right now playing around that Baron.
Goodbye, guys.
What are you thinking of that,
Hi,
Rengar?
thank you. Playing around Baron, that's the right call. Definitely. Might as well take it. Could either ace him or could get Baron. Why not do both? At this point, when you're this far ahead, you can do anything to get away with it.
And right now,
I mean,
Naughty
you can
Nips are
just
going to
sit
be
in mid lane, say
shredding through that
dance party, and
Baron.
then ace.
Baron has 5,000 health. Azir's doing the most damage. Zayakrit's not doing a lot.
Steal! Amumu
People are in there.
steal!
Amumu is going in for the steal, and he gets it!
Woohoo!
Amumu steal. The Naughty Nips are going all in on this fight. Cho'Gath not feasting the Baron like you're supposed to. That's 1,000 damage smite. But Barbie getting a kill there. Hindsight coming in with the big damage. And the Tristana Buster shot knocks away 3.
Yikers. Unluck. Great steal out of the Amumu. A highlight play, maybe. Maybe this is the turnaround, the comeback that they dreamed about? Is this the NN throw? Probably not, but they do pick up the Baron. NN
Probably
now
not.
having to and then having to
Chill
shove
out
mid
there, dude.
without
You're
it.
getting too savage.
2 pushing top and 3 pushing mid. Ooh, Naughty Green's not showing any respect to that little tiny ADC Chocho. He's still taking that, dude. I don't think he realizes he's still taking
I
it.
think Naughty Green's just trying to let the turret not kill the minion wave, knowing he has the Warmog's health, and it's going to
Yeah.
start healing him back up right now.
Well, does he have... Yeah, he should be fine, I think, right? How much health is he at right now? He is at, currently, 3,000 HP, exactly. He did it right. Looks like they're all gonna back. They're gonna take those towers advantage. Managed to crack the base, not get the inhib, but they did get the tower. Now it looks like they're gonna 4-1 mid and bot. Let Cho'Gath go ahead and push the Tristana away. Meanwhile, they're gonna shove it down mid, try and get that inhib. It has no tower to defend it. I'm gonna be a little bit harder now that TssT have the Baron, but should still be fine. Naughty Green's interrupting the recall of Braum. Looks like they'll be fine. Managed to get the TP out of Lucius Best.
Gets the full teleport in. Barbie's bubble comes out a little too late. Not able to trap the Trundle, who's honestly pretty squishy right now. He's not a thick boy like we were hoping. And Naughty Green right now is looking for that Glacial Prison land onto hopefully the Cho-Cho. Or even Bythos.
I keep thinking that you're saying, when you say the Cho-Cho, I keep thinking, oh, that's his cute nickname for a friend of his or something. And then I remember that's his actual name. Makes me so uncomfortable. But I like the way you say it. Well, fine, don't say anything. Make me look like a creep.
I said wink, wink.
Unlucky.
Omen doing a lot of damage there. Hindsight getting chunked insanely hard. The Mumu ultimate doing a lot of damage there.
Fight they need.
But in comes the rest of Naughty Nips, taking down all of DTS. Mumu goes down, a triple kill for GBG.
The triple PogChamp! The Cho-Cho gets away again. Omen is chasing it down. The Flash.
So much damage.
Wait.
The Cho-Cho. Cho-Cho burning his heal and flash. Holy! Omen just hit him with a two W autos and a Q when he did that much damage. The Zero late game damage is coming in hot, and right now I think Naughty Nips are going to try and push to the end.
Nah, cooldown timers are pretty low. I don't think they'll look for the end here.
They've got about 10 seconds. They're going to rotate to bot lane, hopefully get that second inhib before the rest of the team spawns.
Hindsight can take that, which he should. Should have sent one person to push the wave, and they should have tanked him to that tower. They just have to back out.
They're going to rotate back towards the dragon, set up for that Infernal Dragon, aka the strongest dragon in the game. According to the man, the myth, the legend, Rengar.
It's true. It helps you kill people. It is obviously the best dragon in the game.
Spoken like a true troll.
You know one thing I disagree with? Just like Army, I disagree with the buying of wards. I personally am one for the idea that wards don't kill people, so you shouldn't spend gold on them.
Wards do help you kill people.
Wrong.
You just gotta out-logic by your own logic, dude.
Meanwhile, they're gonna go ahead and pick up the Infernal Drake.
Man, Rengar's showing he has no game knowledge of League of Legends
Dude,
at all.
that's not Q player right here, okay? I know what I'm talking about, trust me. I was ranked 1 challenger for 2 months.
9,000? More like negative 9,000. Roasted!
Stuttered! Cringe! Your roast is cringe!
Before all of GG comes roasting me in my DMs and I'm forced to block all
Everybody flame him! Unlucky.
Hey, dude, I've dealt with flame before. I have played with piping. Those guys flame. I can handle a little bit of heat.
Unlucky. Maybe we're seeing why Hindsight joined in. Insider knowledge.
Insider edition.
Meanwhile, looks like they're just gonna go ahead and clear vision of the jungle on the side of DTS.
Now into the news.
And then looking to set up around that bot side, wanting to break the bottom side. They do have 4 people hovering around the top side on the side of DTS, but they're only going to send Amumu and Lucius Best.
GVG is going to be taking the trade with Lucius. GVG doing so much damage. Lucius not even damaging the thick boy, but the Fluff could try and come in and help him. Subjugate coming through, but it might just turn into the Fluff going down. GVG's getting taken super low, but he lands a knockup, and he gets the chomp.
Oh my god,
he's gonna get out.
Hit him with that GG easy, baby.
GVG's just a one thick boy popping
Turn
off
around
right
that
now.
1v2. Very clean. And now they have 1 person mid, and they're sending 3 bot. Looks like they're gonna go ahead and get that inhib. Tower, maybe even the inhib, or just let them pick off the Cho-Cho.
And right now, Naughty Nips are just gonna push into the base.
Whew! Sejuani getting the W prop.
Naughty Green just being a raid boss, flashing away, not being a raid boss. Filthy coward.
Boss.
You don't know what being a raid boss is supposed to be.
Beautiful double by the Azir. Going in, getting the 2-man ultimate on the knockup. May look for the Amumu now, lands the Q and the ultimate, but looks like he'll be going down. And this should be the 2-0 and clean game from NN versus DTS. The triple coming out for Azir. Omen showing the kind of mid laner he can be.
All of Naughty Dip stepped up this game, except GVG had a little bit of slack in the laning phase.
Doesn't matter when he's one thick boy late.
He picked that up late game, coming in hot and spicy, ready to smash some nerds, in my opinion.
The Omen that we want to see, the roaming Omen, the not getting camped Omen, the 10-0-9 Omen. Beautiful play out of
Hoggers.
Him. And we'll got him.
Hey, I just want to point something out real quick, Army. Omen had about 1,000 damage a minute.
I thought I pressed the button there. My bad. Sorry. Yes, you are correct, actually. With that beautiful, beautiful 29.9, that is some big damage for sure.
Yay!
Alrighty there. Well, anyway, Cho'Gath did keep up with the numbers as well. 20.8.
Hindsight only
so
doing
good
8,
on the skill shots.
doing
Pretty good damage burst as
9.3k damage, slacking a little bit, but he shows that he's actually the support of the game.
They can hear Army, by the way, Goblin.
I know.
Yes.
Oh, you're just interrupting it because you're a jerk. I'm like,
Yeah.
Got him, coach.
Trundle's damage 17.0, as I believe you already were mentioning. So yeah, that's actually quite a bit, and I think it kind of came mostly from the ultimate, as that is percentage health that he's stealing, as well as armor and magic resist from Cho'Gath. So that was actually just a big chunk that he was able to take away. The Swain, surprising damage, 6k on that one. Very surprising for Swain. I know he's been a little bit changed lately. He's been buffed in a certain way, nerfed in another. Gonna have to double check
Bring
that
back
patch.
the birds. Bring back the birds.
Right. In any case, we
Caw!
will love that Azir damage. It was certainly really high. Let's look at the damage taken and self-mitigation here, because that seems like quite a lot on the side of... Oh, looks like DTS, his top laner, Lucius Best, ended up out-tanking Sejuani in this matchup.
Got him.
Not too surprising, considering how much pressure GVG was consistently giving this Trundle. A lot of that damage that he had to take was a lot of Cho'Gath's damage, and there was a lot of deaths from that as well. GVG certainly did a really solid job on that one. Azir, you usually see a little bit more damage taken by an Azir on average, usually kind of gets a little closer to that 15 mark when it comes to that. Most of the time it's because Azir has a difficulty in defending himself. But when you can get yourself a really solid front line, that damage taken being lower than an average set, honestly, very impressive job. Good things happen when your carries are not focused, and he certainly was not focused that often in the match. With the topic to come as well, the ADC and support were barely touched in the match too. Tristana, Braum, and Swain and company definitely were a high focus, and they definitely got taken down rather quickly. To the vision score, ladies and gentlemen, here. Looks like Barbie heard what I said in the chat, gave me a finger, and you can guess which one it is, and said, "Here you go, Army, here's my vision score." Well, you're welcome, but my retort is, it's not 75.
Roasted. Chill, Army, chill.
Toasted.
Like,
With the
damn,
Lord's
boy.
Place 25, gotta admit, it is better, statistically speaking. So, good job, Barbie. You definitely earned that.
Yo, hey, we're gonna have to
place 25 as well. Sorry, what'd you say?
We're gonna have to have an interview with a quick 1-minute interview if we're able to. Yes and no.
Why with who?
Omen.
Oh well, I mean, yeah,
Man,
yeah. Oh
the
yeah,
man
yeah,
that
yeah. I mean,
put
he
all of Naughty Nips on his back.
I mean, he seems like he's one the standout player from the way you are looking at it right now. What about you, Rengu? What you feeling?
Well, I do hate the guy I'm casting with, but I'll agree with him this time. Omen is
I
a
hate you
standout
too.
player.
I hate
Joking,
you too,
joking.
Rengar. It's okay.
And I'm joking. I'm sorry. No, I definitely
Hey,
think Omen
Hey,
is
Rengar.
the standout player.
Your room. 20 minutes.
All right. Good things to hear in the future. So,
We'll play
is it the
Fortnite.
case, Rengu? Is it the case?
Yeah, that is the case. Omen was outstandingly the MVP player. He didn't get
Hard?
camped.
Yeah.
Hard carried, I'd say yes. Bot lane was okay. Top lane was yikers. Naughty didn't camp him
Damn.
at all, and he was great. Okay, psych. They're wanting a Green Boys interview. Turns out Omen can't
that is a
actually
lie.
interview.
Oh, he
That is
cannot
a
make
lie.
it.
We're
He
not
can't-
giving Green
No,
Boys
so
it. We're gonna give
Naughty
GVG the
or
interview.
Green Boys do Naughty Green
We
is
could
going to get
give.
interview.
I was gonna
this
say we
game.
could give Exton, the coach of Naughty Nips, the interview.
Yeah, let's give Exton the interview.
Would you guys like to give Exton
Yeah,
the
let's
interview?
give Exton the
Well, I
interview.
had a specific request that Green Boys
Oh.
from NN. That's
Oh,
okay.
Too bad he doesn't get it. He doesn't deserve it.
calm down.
You
dude.
know what? Let's go with their request because that is
Filthy
only
tank
fair.
player.
We'll go ahead
Filthy
and
tank
we'll
player.
go with the request because that is exactly how we're seeing it. So that's fine. All
Yeah.
right, we'll bring him in. We'll bring him in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the jungler of Naughty Nips, Naughty Green.
Congrats, dude.
Interesting name change, by the way.
Yeah, I'm really loyal to my team.
I can tell.
Hey, man, I have a question for you.
Yeah, let's go.
How does it feel being a filthy tank player?
I mean, I play what the
Calm
team
down.
needs me to play. Actually, if they wanted me on Graves or Kha'Zix, I'd play them. But
Are
right
you trying
now,
to? So I have another question. Are you now
Yeah.
trying? Are you trying to copy Blight by playing Graves?
no, actually, I think I'd like to copy Blight by playing Ivern. I mean, is Ivern
Ooh,
on a hunt? Is a hole
ooh.
on the double.
Are
But
you
I'm
saying
not
you're
here to
Ivern's
talk
full name?
about second tier junglers. I'm here to talk
Oh
Oh!
damn!
Okay.
The shots fired.
All right. Let's.
You know,
let's
I'm
keep-
actually gonna have to
keep it
agree with him
civil.
on
We
that.
gotta-
Army, take this over. This is getting out of hand.
Yeah, we gotta keep it nice and civil. Thank
I'm
you
gonna
very
have to
much for
agree
that,
with you
though.
on that second tier
Yeah, I
jungler,
love
though.
Blight.
So, Derengu, what is your question? We'll go on to that topic, and then I'll lead with mine.
We noticed that GVG was playing a little bit of a different style than he usually does, and we noticed that you and Omen were going up there to support him a little bit more this series. And usually that's not the case. Usually you guys like to support Omen. So what was the that change going into this game?
Honestly, Owen just smashed on mid lane. He didn't really need the help we usually send him. At one point, I think it was like 7 ECS ahead, so
Yeah.
the only lane we could go, and the only lane that was gankable was top lane. So, and then we put GVG in some bad times up top. I mean, Trundle is a tough matchup. Like, he's really strong right now, and we didn't really know what to play against it. So we just put GVG and then just good luck, have fun up there, man. But like he held his own. He really held his own. But I don't think he really needed that kind of help we sent them. But I think it definitely helps because they. I mean, he was the only gang. It was the only lane that didn't ward or it was an easy lane to gank compared
Yeah.
to bot and mid.
Mm-hmm. So that'll lead me to my question out here. So I'm pretty sure Exton or Dota will probably come by and say, "Hey, man, listen, that Baron that you didn't get. How do
Yeah.
you feel about like that timing there? Did you just did you expect Amumu to make that catch and play? Did you think that it was just a mistiming on your part that the numbers fall too quickly? What was the situation going on prior to the call leading to what happened with the smite?
Actually, I was hoping you could fucking answer. Oh shit, my bad.
No,
I thought.
answer. Yeah. Okay.
I thought
Answer.
you could answer me because actually I thought I had my E smite combo right. I guess I didn't do it at the right time.
Mhm.
I felt like we could have. I mean, the Baron call was gutsy at
Yeah.
first thought because we were ahead. We didn't really need it, but we just thought it was gonna be a simpler way to crack open the game.
Mhm.
We could. I could have ulted Amumu before he bandaged us. There's a multiple things we could have done to change it, but at the end, I'm the one who fucked it up, and then I was really
Were you
hoping
trying to
for.
let Cho'Gath stack it? Is that why
No,
that happened, or
Okay.
was it just a miss?
he TP'd. But the plan here was to get him solo bot and then get a fight, or like our initial plan wasn't to get Shogath in the pit. So like I really messed up, but my E smite combo is higher than his feast, but I think I just messed it up. But
Okay.
I gotta end it to Amumu. Those 50-50s are strong.
I'm gonna say, in my opinion here, I think you guys had like a 66% chance, 66 2/3 when you have like a 2 smite combo versus a 1
Yeah.
smite. One of those occasions where it's like you had the higher smite damage, you also had the Cho'Gath with the even higher than both of your smites, and yet somehow that didn't translate into a quick Baron for you. Happens to some players, happens to some people personally, but if I had anyone to blame, I'd say it's GVG's fault, but that's just my opinion, of course. Moving on to the next topic.
I would like to
Anyway,
defend them, but yeah, let's skip to another topic.
to the final questions here. We'll go to do we have how many final questions we got here? One for each of you?
Oh, I'm fine. I just think it was
Okay.
a great game out of him. Yeah,
Mhm.
well
I have
played.
one.
Okay, Gobbler, and then we'll finish up with mine.
All right, Naughty Green. How do you feel when you're gonna have to face piping? Do you guys think you can smash them, or will it be close?
It will be close. I think it's the finals before the real finals. I don't think any teams can beat us beside piping, and I feel like if we get a game of them, that's gonna be good. And I like on their side, I feel like if they take a game on us, I feel like they're gonna be fun with it too. We're the strongest teams in the league, no question. We are really excited to face them. Hindsight is gonna be thrilled to face them. I'm pretty sure he wants to face them more than any of us.
You gotta win it for your boy Hindsight, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough game, but we're really excited to play them. Otherwise, there's no one that really scares us.
Well, I think GG used to scare you guys. You guys got off lucky.
Oh yeah, lucky. I thought someone was plat on their team.
Nah, just
But
me, and I
let's
was
not
rank
go
1.
over that, right?
And I was rank 1, baby.
Stories into the future here. Final question on me. So Green, seems like you've made a pretty comfortable position to the Naughty Nips. You and the team have all but secured playoffs. You've had it for about a couple weeks now. Is this the time where you say, you know what, we'll toss a game or two to some teams, or what? Like, are you in that kind of category, or is it now we want the impressive numbers, we want the biggest win-loss record, and we want to keep our win-loss record looking great? What do you feel about that?
I got a couple answers to that. Right. First thing off, we're not gonna give any games to anyone.
Cool.
One, because we love to win, and because we want to be on the top 5 spreadsheets. In that game, we're just screaming to everyone to let him farm to get 10 minutes, 10 CS minutes, and then we just muted them because we got really tired of him screaming at us for just getting CS, and then like that's just what he do. That's just what he does, and he's really mad at us when we don't let him CS because he really wants to be on that spreadsheet. But I think we're not gonna give anyone a game except for maybe AOL because I love them. But I think I'll just feed intentionally against them because I really want them to win. But
I don't know if you should be saying that on stream.
But
well, you're certainly.
I think you should.
Your enthusiasm is fantastic, Green. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, the jungler of Naughty Nips, Naughty Green. You're all set to leave. Doors on the right.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Congrats, man.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be all for now. Let's go ahead and do the epilogue here. My name is Army Overlord. I was your cameraman, and I was also excited about how many times we looked at those donations. Oh my goodness. Sorry, go ahead, you two. One of you.
Yeah, D-Rengo, join me by Gobble. Had fun casting. Thank you.
I'm not Gobble. I'm Peach Gobbler.
Peach Gobbler.
Would have been the highest donator, but My bank's retarded.
Oh man, I'm so sorry
So-
about that news.
Hey, I'm the second highest donator.
Well,
Told 'em.
anyway, that should just about sort that out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. If you want to watch some more Duo Esports content, there is more to come. Remember, we are a organization that will provide you in a fashionable time, which will be Saturday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow. We always get those weekend times. We always get those weekend areas, and we hope you guys can continue to enjoy the content that we've got for you. Anyway, folks, good night. We'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m., as we will be observing the match between RAR and Corey in the House, and then later at the 9 p.m. mark, Ascendancy Gaming and ESG Genesis. Big, oh wait, sorry, Ascendancy is no longer there. It's actually a different team. I'll let you know what that team is soon enough. But in any case, folks, good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.